So now we have our pan fully clean and we're ready to season her. Ready to get her into beautiful perfection. So if you missed the first video where we cleaned all this, the link's in the comment. You can go back and watch where we got to here. But either way, you want to know how to reseason your pan. So I'm going to show you what to do once you get all the rust stripped down and you get it ready to fire up in the oven. So stay tuned, fasten your seat belts, and get ready for a slow-paced video. And then we're going to work on the seasoning. Should be fun. I mean, isn't cast iron restoration fun? You don't have to be boring, right? I know you might be bored, but maybe not. Maybe because you got that pan. But the main thing is we got all the heavy nastiness off. Oh yeah, you can already hear. I just did a little low heat. You know, I basically just want to get her dry. That's it. So we can start working on it. And meanwhile, while we're doing this, just so you know, you want to preheat that oven to 450 degrees because we're using that baby right there. Using that canola oil. And the smoke point on that is around 450 degrees. So want to get just a hair above that. So we'll call it 451 degrees in the oven, just to be safe. So anyway, I like to do intervals of 55 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. So hang tight while I'm drying these babies, and then we're going to put some seasoning on there. All right, so now this is going to be easy pan to reseason. Put a little bit of oil in there, like so, which is actually pretty smooth. So I guess the dishwasher did its job and cleaned her out real nice. So we're just going to put that seasoning on there, being pretty liberal but not too crazy. I'm going to get the sides, everything. You see. Yeah, you can't see the crack. Well, I got that other pan. Just do the seasoning a little bit more. Bottom. All right, so now I'm going to set her there. Actually, put her back there. So you dry that off first. Okay. So this is going to be the fun one. So we're going to get under here. All that oil on there. I need some more. She's thirsty. She's a thirsty baby. So we're just getting that oil in there real nice. A little bit of oil there. Oh yeah. Get in here first. The great thing about seasoning your pans is a lot of this gooey stuff right here, or not gooey, but this gunk is just gonna burn right out. So that's what we're gonna do. And I have a feeling that's gonna take a few coats. Alright, so we got the lid. So we're just gonna get it in there real nice. She's gonna be looking real nice by the time we're done. Get all that oil in there, on there, and then get your little handle here all the way around. Now, I've seen some people take these handles off and like redo them, and actually that's a pretty cool idea, but we're not doing all that today. Wow, pan's still a little hot. Safety first, kids. Some excess oil in here. So keep rubbing her. All right, you can see some of that sticking on there. To the bottom. And you see the position this Dutch oven's in right now? It's upside down. That's exactly how we're going to put this in the oven whenever we get ready to do that, which is going to be here in just a few seconds. So we got, you know, all these little hills and valleys. Get where you can't see. So that's that. So step one, we're ready to put these babies in the oven. So we got her 450 degrees. And we're gonna put the Big Daddy in here. And I don't know if you've noticed or not. You see that pan down there? That pan is so all the drippings don't get on the bottom of your oven. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work because, oh yeah, it's like it's meant to be. All right, so now you can see what's going on. We got these pans aligned in here, and now we're gonna let seasoning do its thing. Okay guys, I just wanted to give y'all a little reminder. I should have watched my own course again about cast iron, is how bad it smokes the house out. So we're actually gonna have to take this outside. I cracked the window open here, and then I cracked another one. So anyway, just wanted to give you all that warning. You know, this is typically something you do when everybody's out of town. So yeah, we're moving it outside. Before we move it outside, I just wanted to show you, this pan right here, this is the one that didn't need a whole lot of reseasoning right here. So we're gonna go ahead and put that pan out because it really only needed one coat. So we're gonna do that. Could do another one, but we can do that another time. Because like I said, we gotta move this party outside. So in the meantime, just wanted you to see, we're already getting that patina, that dark look, which is what we want. So we're gonna just let this kind of hang out here in the oven, let it cool down, and then we're gonna take it outside to finish the seasoning process. So we'll see you in a bit. So we pulled this baby out of the oven, and you can already see she's already starting to look nice. After I smoked the house out. Bad idea. We're getting the inside starting to look really good. Oops. Still very hot. Getting that oil in there. Whoops. Get those crusties off. Alright, so now we can do the bottom. Turn the vent off. It's kind of loud. But yeah, like I said, I smoked the house out. And then we'll just take it outside, and then, you know, we're gonna put it on the fire. And then when we get it on the fire, I mean, a lot of this other stuff is just gonna burn off. And it's gonna be great. Whoops. And so now, we've got the lid. And you can see the lid's already starting to take better form. Put that oil on there. Just so you know, cast iron definitely retains heat, because this has been about 30 minutes and she's still piping hot to where I gotta use my pot holder. So you definitely want to be careful when you're handling this stuff. Alright, so now, see, we still have some of that goo in there. Probably could have done a better job of getting that out, but it is what it is at this point. So just need this to cool down so we can take her outside, so we don't fumigate the house. Oh, that's hot. Oops. Not a fan of the little spikeroonie things. I don't know what you call them. but I'm sure once we get it seasoned up enough, we'll be fine. Here's my pot holder. So I'm curious to see, whoop, she's a hook on there. Curious to see, we get it outside on the grill, if we can get any of this crud off. All right, so back to the top. Yeah, she looks thirsty. She wants a drink of oil. Could you imagine drinking oil all day? That would be weird. That's your lifeline. Cast iron's favorite drink is oil, but not motor oil. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put the lid slightly off kilter like this. We're gonna let it cool down, and then, like I said, I'm gonna take this outside. I know I got a lot of paper towel debris, and that's to be expected. I'm gonna try to get some of that off. All right, there we go. Okay, all right, we're gonna let that cool off, and then we're gonna do our plan B. Take her outside. So, we'll see you here in a little bit. Thanks for hanging along. This didn't come out as expected. All right, guys, we had to move the party outside. Like I said, I was seasoning those babies up and smoked out the house, and we had a friend over, and then like everybody started coughing and all that, so I got in trouble. so we're out here and we're just trying to get the grill hot, and we're gonna get this hot to the temperature that we need it to, and then we're gonna bring the Dutch oven back out here. We're gonna finish seasoning. And one thing I will tell you is that when you're seasoning outside on a charcoal grill like this, you definitely want the coals to one side because you don't want that direct heat on there. So we're gonna end up putting it on this other side over here. So anyway, that's just a little tip. And this is how I planned on initially doing the reseasoning of the Dutch oven, but honestly I forgot. So either way, we're gonna let the fire get hot, and then we'll come back out here with the Dutch oven, and we'll see you then, and we'll see what happens. Moved everything outside. So now we're gonna finish the process, and this time I'm gonna use more oil because I can just get a little messy out here. You do not want to put that much seasoning in your pan. Definitely don't. And so I'm actually gonna have to make a follow-up video to this video to show you how we're gonna fix this problem that we created for ourselves. So, ooh, that's a lot of oil. So we're just gonna get her real coated up, real nice on the top, and then on the bottom. When you see these crusties, I think these crusties are gonna come off. We'll get that heat up real good. So I just wanna kind of slosh that oil in there. And then I know all the true veterans of cast iron, they're gonna be saying, don't do that, don't do that. Well, you know what? Here's a great thing. If we mess up, we can try again. So we're gonna put that there. All right, so now we're gonna season this baby up, put our oil in, and it's starting to get dark, so you may not be able to see everything real pretty. But one thing is, I wanna make sure I get the handle, get this top real good. Got the inside. Now we got to get when it was real hot, it was hard to get the sides real good. So we're going to get the sides, and then ultimately we're going to get the bottom, right? We got to get the bottom. For sure got to get the bottom. And don't worry, all the paper towel mess is gonna burn off. It's a good thing about a hot fire. All right, see if we can get this lid back here a little better. Let's maneuver her over like this. Actually, since that's got the most crusties, we'll get her right there. Okay. So now, there you go. We'll light that up. And why throw that away when you can burn it? So with this particular time, since we're doing it outside, we're not going to need to. This is like the natural way. I mean, this right here. I mean, doesn't this give you vibes of like camping and being outdoors? And you think about people that used to have this cast iron. And I don't know how old this cast iron is, and I don't know where you got your cast iron piece, but here's the thought. Think about this. You're outside camping back in the 1800s. You don't have all this modern technology. You don't have YouTube to tell you, hey, do this, do that. So no. So we're going to kind of resemble some of that. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and drop the lid. Let's watch the temperature so we can kind of get an idea. Got to open that up a little bit. Let's see what kind of temperature we're working. So, meanwhile, let's watch the temperature. Let her rise. She's a rising. She's a rising sun, the house of the rising suns. There is a house in Georgia. All right, anyway, I don't want to bore you with my singing. All right, guys, it's already dark. And I just want you to know that we're going to have to bring this inside after everything does its thing. But look at that beauty right there. She's seasoning up. Oh, she's got a little bit of rust on that side. But that's all right, because we're going to let her do its thing. And we'll see y'all in a little bit. All right. So here we are. We brought her back inside after putting it on the grill. Look at that beauty now. Look at her. She is looking amazing. That's the lid. Look at that patina, that dark black. You see, we still got some of that crust on there. We can probably get that off over time. So I'm gonna wipe her down with some paper towels. She's gonna be ready. Oh, look at that. She's seasoned up like a pro and ready to go. And meanwhile, remember, always do things outside or leave a window open.